time for tonight's 20 Towns in 20 Days, and today we are visiting Enfield.
And as Channel 3's Christian Colon is showing us, at one point in history, it was known as the place where carpeting was made for homes, hotels, and so much more.
These are the Bigelow Commons. Today they're apartment buildings, but back in the first half of the 20th century, these buildings held mills that were used to create carpets that were sold around the world.
Standing near the Connecticut River are several buildings converted to living spaces, but not much has changed from above since the late 1800s when Orrin Thompson and his company, Thompson and Company, built the town's first carpet mills.
Built the first mill right on the pond in town. So at first it was very small. It was staffed by a handful of Scottish weavers that he brought over to begin the production.
Inside were giant looms like this cast iron one standing inside the Old Town Hall Museum. Michael Miller is a director here and tells me it took about 3,000 people to run the carpet mills. All were skilled laborers. One of them was his grandfather.
There's a loom fixer was the technical term.
Over time, more carpets were sold and more mills were built in town. Miller says millions of yards of carpet were made here in the early 1900s.
Fairly inexpensive carpeting that wouldn't be in anybody's house who could afford carpeting. Up to luxury carpeting that they produced specific patterns and styles for hotels like the Biltmore, for major retailers like Saks Fifth Avenue.
Miller says this global industry shaped the town and was an economic boost. Those 3,000 employees came with their families and dozens of more businesses and factories.
Originally the town was nothing but farms, and if it wasn't for the carpet industry, it may have stayed a very small rural town.
But as the years went by, the mills started to degrade and the carpet industry moved out in the 1970s, leaving thousands without jobs, including his grandfather.
I can tell you that for the first few years that our museum was open, and that was 10 years after the mill left, there were still a lot of people who, when they came here, they didn't want to see the loom, they didn't want to see anything from Bigelow, they were still angry.
Bigelow left Connecticut, but the pride is still present, even in the town logo, where the Bigelow signature knot is still found. Christian Colon, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.